To throw right away is Howell. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. But you look at this Patriots defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, it didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Third and 2. Here's Howell. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Rager. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
Set, punt. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready?
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Commanders, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
4 yards the pickup, first down. The Patriots at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. The Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
43 rail. Hut, hut.
Lance now on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. They played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Fight, 60.
On second down, it's Stevenson. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Lance wants to change him up. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the first down.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Trouble, 38. Ready.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Play action. Now it's Lance. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
12, 10. 10.
From the gun, it's Lance. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, the other direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Huge yellow. Hey, go Fury. Cut.
Lance going back to the air after the pick six. Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On second down, here's Lance. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Stevenson. It'll go down as a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Ready, set.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Cycle. Blue striker.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Powerful running. Nifty move. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Howell's throw taken in by Samuel. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Curtis Samuel. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
13-0 is the score after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go, set. Hey, check that, straight.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. And a lane slow materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. 3rd and 2. And Howell will throw it. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Patriots will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Okay, right.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Fight, 97, 6, mega. Ready.
Here's Lance. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away.
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Rodriguez now on second down. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, Howell. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Howell now to throw it. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got a pick before. It's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Howell. Got a man. It's Gibson complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 30. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. Logan Thomas, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders are able to widen their advantage. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
As we've seen, their first two drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Seal, black. Blaster, 6. Set, cut.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Off play action. It's Howell. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And a Tommy Adebawore in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Howell, he'll look to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Throwing here, Howell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. Sly on for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score. Commanders 27, Patriots nothing.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Yellow, go. Rail, yellow. Needle, blue. Ready, ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Black shot. Fury, yellow. Hut, hut.
To throw, it's Lance. Completes it to Douglas. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now a play fake. Lance. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
27, Patriots nothing.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the 2nd half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Ready up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Spike 60. Green jack. Spike white. Set.
And Lance going to throw. Flush to his right. And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
52 blaster.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Ready?
And Lance now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready?
Now Lance. Completes this one to Thornton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hut, hut.
Throwing now is Lance. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Drill green. Seal black. Set cut.
A Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Blaster, sit.
Lance looking to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready.
Lance now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A quick pass out to Juju. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming. Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half.
Ready.
Some extra bulk on that line for 3rd and inches.
Hut.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Stevenson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Robinson with another carry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Howell's throw complete there to Thomas. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start, but how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. First down, Howell to throw. That one downfield for Dotson. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 23 yards the pickup there. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fury, yellow. Ready.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton, 75 yards. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Howell throwing on third down here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 48 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Dotson in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
They find some open field here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Parker, 60 yards. And the Patriots are able to cut into that deficit. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for two. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for two. It's caught at the one, and he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Two scores down, two timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's Keon White, who worked his way in and made the play.
They have three tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Robinson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel. It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, 37 yards. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Slide for the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
The score, Commanders 37, Patriots 15.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Commanders have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help. No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
On first down, Lance. That one complete to Parker. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
52. Hey, Red. Hut.
Shotgun now for Lance. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Talk about two sides of the ball cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Desperation time here. Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Smash. Red. 6. Mega.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Pass on the out route caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
46-yard line.
Now Lance again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready.
Lance now on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Ready.
Lance to throw on 2nd down here. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Claws red. Red. Cycle. Ready.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Trey Lance. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2 inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Howell going to go down to a knee, and that should just about wrap this up. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Washington, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for New England, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.